YouTube. Just messing around with the chart. Before tomorrow, we had some movement today. On the 5 minute. All in all, it was like a pretty uneventful day. I think they were still bullish. We have this kind of pennant pattern here. And then so this was our kind of downtrend. We broke out of the downtrend, and then we were able to kind of make these multiple higher lows here. Boom, boom, boom. It's still, that's bullish. It's bullish. Preferably we like to see more a bigger push up. Preferably we'd want to see more volume. We'd want to see a kind of a bigger reaction. Preferably break above $5. And yeah, it's just kind of a waiting game at this point. It's really hard to kind of predict these things on intraday, day trade, these type of things. I'm kind of just a buy and hold type of trader. Day trading is extremely hard. Yes, it is possible, but with these type of meme stocks, they're so volatile. It's like, why even bother? So here's my daily chart, and this is using Wyckoff terminology. Yeah, it is. It's a little messy. I'm not gonna lie. This thing is not pretty, and it's not going to be. And I'm not a Wyckoff expert. I'm gonna tell you that much. But this is just kind of what I'm seeing, and how we can kind of return back to all-time highs, and that it really is possible. So we had accumulation, we had we had a trend long here. We did have this kind of pennant pattern, and we had the technical targets coming out of the pennant, but did not mean to delete that. But yeah, this is so we had a buying climax, around $116. We had a rally off of $30, automatic rally. Had a retest of the buying climax, failed, right? And then what do? We take out everyone's liquidity, we purge them, and then we had our ultimate peak at around $400. We came down, had another rally back up, and tried to return to this to the peak, and we failed. Came back down, retested the channel, weakness, and then now we're officially in a you would call this a downtrend, but it's in this channel, and it's like it's visible, right? So this to me is just distribution. It's not like, it's obviously a downtrend, right? And preferably you'd want distribution to be kind of in a vertical, in a horizontal channel. You'd want it to be in a horizontal channel, but it obviously didn't work out that way. This is still distribution, and then you had we call this falling through the eyes. Had to fall through the bottom of the channel. Official downtrend. You retested the channel, and then you started showing signs of weakness. Another sign of weakness, and then you had this. I guess you would call this a spring. It was kind of like a fake out, right? Because we have these two trend line. Okay, we can create a trend line here. It was kind of a fake out spring. Retest the top of the channel. Kind of. Chop around here, and then officially broke out of this descending pennant, right? So we had this, trend short, right, into this pennant, and and we came back into the channel, pretty much right into the middle of the channel. And then you can kind of see that we retested it right here at about 675, and fell back down. Now, yeah, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Nothing right now is guaranteed. Nothing right now is guaranteed. We could go all the way back to $3 to retest this pennant. We could even go down to $2. Like, to be completely honest with you, this could just be a retest of this channel and we failed. And then nothing happens. And obviously, I'm not thinking that. Obviously, I'm buying this. I'm currently buying this. Because typically what happens after you complete this full, you have a trend long, you have distribution, you have a trend short, and then what happens? You want to see accumulation again before you see a trend long. But we're not really getting that. And it's not that important because you have this up thrust. You have a lot of volatility right here. So it's like you don't necessarily need this accumulation. We would have liked to. You could kind of say we were like you want to see something like this, right? This is accumulation. This is accumulation, and we didn't really get to see that. Like down here, we didn't really get to see it, but we did see this kind of up thrust, with a lot of volume and a lot of volatility. And it's kind of telling us, hey, maybe something's going on here. Maybe this is a trend change. Obviously we broke out of this short trend. So AMC has a lot of work to do. I'm not going to sit here and be like 100%, we're going to go to the moon. I think it's very probable, yes, that we will. And the next target is to, get above, $6-7, come back and use this channel as support, and preferably, when we start breaking this upper channel, that's when things can start going crazy, and you can start seeing these crazy numbers. So what I'm looking at right now is to break into this channel, use it as support, break the top of the channel, and then basically my final target where I'm getting out. Obviously we can go much higher, but my kind of target is, this kind of horizontal channel, that the bottom of it is actually the peak of the initial run up back in January of 2021, and then we have a bunch of this. It's respecting this kind of area, and we see it respect again, the top of this channel at 144. So this is kind of my zone. This is kind of my zone where I'm exiting. Obviously, yeah, this could go higher. This, could do all sorts of different things. But that's kind of my zone once we break the top of this channel. So we have a lot of work to do. We need to break $7, and then we need to break $18-20, and then we can start mooning. Then I'll feel a lot more confidence, that we will see higher numbers, and this really is a trend change. It's 100% possible. It's 100% possible. I'm just telling you that right now. If we start breaking this channel, things can start getting real crazy here, and you can start seeing a lot of volatility. Now, with GameStop, you're literally seeing the same kind of accumulation, and this is really it's basically just a bull flag. You're looking at all this crazy Wyckoff stuff, but it's literally just a bull flag. If we take this pull, and then we duplicate it, we clone it, and we put it at the breakout point, we're looking at some pretty big numbers here. If you don't even want to go that high and you just want to measure it from, this where the real volatility started, and then you take the measured move, kind of, we'll do it from there. You can get somewhere around, I mean, you're right back at the peak, right? You're right back at the peak. Um, you know, that's, I mean, hey, if you're buying at $20 and you get out at 134, I mean, you did pretty damn well for yourself. Um, but yeah, you see how you have this, chopping around, right? Like it's pretty accurate here. It's pretty accurate here because you start chopping around right here, right? And then you literally have to jump across the creek, right? You have this, top of the distribution, and boom, we have an up thrust, and we have a lot of volatility to break through it. Maybe we go down and retest this channel, at $15, and then we have our real move up to the upside after we start making, multiple signs of strength. I don't know. So, even if we go down to $15, it's not, necessarily bearish. Preferably, we just start, making higher highs and showing signs of different strength. But I mean, you see this? You see this? See this creek? Boom. I mean, I'm sorry. This is Wyckoff. I mean, you don't even have to have Wyckoff. I mean, it literally just looks like a bull flag. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. But over at AMC, it was a little bit more complicated because you have this descending channel. It's like, is this distribution? Yeah, it is, but it's kind of messy. But yeah, things could get like we can moon. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if we start breaking this channel and, like, I mean, you imagine kind of, we get up here and we start bouncing here and using that as support. Oh my god. I mean, you could get some crazy, you could literally get some crazy numbers going on here, and you kind of have to understand that, like, this is possible because let's look at something here. Crypto market cap. So let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin market cap, $24 billion. $24 billion. So can we see AMC market cap? How do you see market cap on this? Interesting. Let me see. Market capitalization. Okay, so we peaked out at 30 billion. 30 billion. I mean, we're currently at 1.9 bill. 1.9 bill. Kind of gotta ask yourself, you have coins, like Dogecoin, you have coins like, Solana with 80 billion market cap. It's like, what are these really even being used? 15 billion, billions and billions and billions of market cap. It's like, you kind of gotta ask yourself, and this was before the, reverse split or whatever. So I believe that the market capitalization was even lower. If that makes sense. I don't know if we actually went to 30 billion. I don't really remember. But, all I'm saying is that, these, I mean, you look at Dogecoin, you look at Shiba Inu, I mean, these have billion dollar market caps, and to be frank with you, they don't have, I mean, they're not companies, they don't sell a product, they don't have real estate, they don't have anything. And I'm not saying that AMC and GME are fundamental buys, obviously that they're not, but I'm just saying that, something with absolutely zero fundamentals, can get to billions of dollars. Um, and let's go to the Dogecoin. Okay, that's not gonna work. How do we see? Whatever. We don't really have to see the market cap, but you understand what I'm saying. Is like, it's not really out of this world to be able to see these prices. Do they make sense? No. But whenever you have a lot of eyes, you have a lot of investors, you have a lot of volume coming in, you have a lot of volatility, you could be able to see these very high numbers. So GME peaked out at 24 billion market cap. I mean, what if we went to 30? What if we went to 30? We could get. It's really not that crazy, guys. Like it's really not even that crazy. It sounds crazy, I know, but you're looking at the chart, and it technically makes sense. And I'm not gonna sit here and say this is 100% gonna happen. If we break through and we start going to like $9 and we're still in this channel, and then we start testing 451, it's like, okay, maybe our theory is wrong. This could easily, literally just break through the channel and like go back to nothing. Like AMC could literally just come up. AMC could literally just come up, hit $7, reject, and then go all the way down to $1.62. It's like, I'm not gonna sit here and say this is 100%. I'm saying it's possible, and you have to sit here and you have to pay attention, and you have to actively trade this thing. I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, just buy and hold forever, and then we're gonna go to $140 like eventually. If you see us come up, we hit $7 and we start, and then we break this low again. Okay, maybe we need to change our game plan. As of now, I want to see us break through $7, or break through this channel, wherever that may be, around $7 to $8, and then find support up here, and then retest this upper channel. And once we break that, then I'm gonna go super bullish. I'm gonna go really bullish. And yeah, that's kind of my whole video. Things could get really crazy here. GME just looks like prime to go to the fucking moon, and I'm like, I'm not just saying that. It's really, really, really simple. It's really, really simple. It's not complicated. You're seeing all the technicals. It's like everybody knows about a bull flag, do we not? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows you take the flagpole, and then you do the measured move, and we're getting 200, $800. It's things could get crazy here, 1,000%, and this could be once in a lifetime opportunity. Obviously, we use risk management. Don't invest anything in here that you're not willing to lose. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So I'm gonna keep updating you guys. I'm gonna keep looking at the chart. I'm gonna see what happens intraday, and I'm gonna make a video every single day. On this stuff. As this kind of thing progresses. Yeah, as of now, that's pretty much it. Make sure you like and subscribe, because I want to start like live streaming this to kind of just like bounce ideas around with you guys, kind of just go over intraday type stuff, because I think that's if you want to be day trading this thing, AMC makes 5-10% swings every single day right now. So it's like 10% is a lot of money. It may not seem like it, but it's a lot of money. So if you want to day trade this thing, if you want to just bounce ideas around, make sure you to like and follow so I can be able to live stream here in a couple days. So, all right, see you guys next video. Thanks.